If you would like to see how to achieve this makeup look and this hairstyle, then continue watching. I am so excited. Today, I get to have lunch with one of my very favorite people in the whole world. And I'm so excited to see her. So if you're watching this, Becca, hi! Just in case you're wondering about my hair, last night I washed it and I figured I'd try a new styling technique where instead of braiding it, normally I would rope braid it, which is where you twist two strands of hair and then twist them together. And I'd see if that brings me gorgeous curls. Also, if you see me looking up like this, it's because I have a mirror behind the camera so that I'll be able to better see what I'm doing. Alright, first things first, it's always best to have a nice even canvas whenever you're going to be doing your makeup. So I heard something recently that I've been doing my makeup wrong all these years. You aren't supposed to put your foundation on first. You're supposed to put your concealer on first and then apply your foundation, which I found really interesting. So I figured I'd give it a shot and see if I notice any difference. Then we have the NYX Dark Circle Concealer, Cache Cerne, in the color Fair. And it's like this, it's just a little potted concealer, and I love this. It's incredible. The texture's great, the color is really great for me. It goes on smoothly, it doesn't dry. This is like one of the best concealers. I like to apply my concealer with this little foundation and conceal brush. There's one end that's sort of flat, a little bit rounded. Also, I think I put way too much on this eye, but it'll be fine. Pretty okay, so now we're going to move on to foundation, and it's the summer here, and it's crazy hot, so I don't like to use really heavy foundations. I don't think my skin necessarily needs it. So what I like to use is this Clinique Moisture Surge Tinted Moisturizer with an SPF of 15. It's really lovely. It's in the color, oh god, shade 02. So I'm just going to squirt the tiniest amount onto the back of my hand. I don't need that much. Then I'm going to go ahead and take my Oil-Free Faces sun lotion, like my face sunscreen that I use all the time. I absolutely love it. And I'm going to just add that to it so I have like a tinted sunscreen instead of just a foundation. Good generous squirt is what you need. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take this brush. I use it for my foundation. It's the Blending and Eyeshadow Brush by Essence of Beauty. So I'm going to smush those two together so I have a bit of like a whipped mousse concoction. And I'm going to put it on my face. It smells so nice. And I'm just going to pat that in with my hands. Oh, that feels good. It's like a nice moisturizing, cool feeling, and it's so lovely. And I'm just going to go ahead and whatever extra I pumped out, I'm just going to apply that to my neck. It's just sunscreen. Love that. Alright, so I think today I'm going to do a bit of a tan goldy eye with maybe some brown eyeliner, just keeping things a little bit softer. I'm going to be using the Be a Bombshell eye cream. Well, maybe not a cream. It's a cream eyeshadow, and it's in the color Submissive, and it is amazing. Let's see if you can see that. I'm just going to go in with my finger. Next up, I'm going to take this eyeshadow made in a similar shade by Pacifica. The back has been ripped off, I'm not sure why, so I'm not exactly sure what color it is, but it's also sort of a shimmery brown color that's really gorgeous. And using this e.l.f. professional eyeshadow brush, ooh la la, I am going to put that near my lash line and then sort of blend it upwards. I think. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Alright, so obvious change of plans. We're going to be focusing this color on the outside corner of our eye and blending it in towards the middle. And then I'm just going to take a clean, fluffy brush and blend the edges out. Outwards and upwards. There you go. I think that looks passable. Next, I'm going to take another eyeshadow by Pacifica. It's a bit of a pale champagne color. Oh, it's called Ethereal. This one has a sticker on it. Using this Shadow Smudger brush by Beauty Strokes, I'm going to use the tip of this and place it on the inner corners of my eye. Does anybody else pull ridiculous faces when they're doing their makeup? Is it just me? It can't just be me. Alright, and to give the inner corners a little bit more depth, I'm going to go in with the color Half Baked from the Urban Decay Naked palette. And I'm just going to put that right in the middle of the lid. Then take your fluffy brush and lightly, super lightly blend them out. I think that's our top done. So I'm going to go ahead. Can you hear the bun? I'm going to go ahead and take that same dark color from Pacifica and on the shadow smudger that we used earlier for the light color, just on the very tip of the brush, I'm going to run this under my lower lash line. Next up, I'm going to apply eyeliner. I don't want it to be very dark and heavy, so I'm going to be applying a brown shade instead of a black. This one is the Mini Shadow Crayon by by Trey Steak in the color Kona Coffee. It looks like this, and you pop this lid off, and it's a gigantic eyeshadow stick. I'm obsessed with this. I love eyeshadow sticks, and this is a great one. And it smells so good. Alright, so I know this is really intimidating because it's massive, but I'm just going to take a little bit of this onto the smudger brush and apply that super close to the lash line. And then whatever's left on the brush, run that along the outer corners of your lower lash line. Just bam, boom. So for mascara today, I'm going to use this Power Volume 24-Hour Mascara. I think it's by Maybelline. I could be very, very wrong. So just blinking and rolling the brush as you go. Don't forget those baby lashes on the end. This little tool, it's got like 2 brushes, and I'm just going to brush those bad boys out. Oh, gotta separate, man. The lighting may have changed. It is now, I think, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I just got back from having an amazing 4-hour lunch with my friend Becca. Earlier, while I was filming this tutorial, my camera cut out and I didn't realize it. So I got up to the part where I did my mascara, and from like cheeks to lips, it just didn't even exist. So now I'm going to be filming the cheek and the lip section of this video. So on this slightly angled domed brush, I'm going to be applying my bronzer. A lot of times when people say to apply bronzer, they say to do this method, where you suck in your cheeks. This does not necessarily work for me, because if I were to apply bronzer to this area of my face, it would be way too low. It would be like to the mid portion of my ear, when in fact, my cheekbone starts up here. And I find that the easiest way to find your cheekbone if the sucking in your cheek method doesn't work is to take a brush and just sort of roll it upwards until you hit that area where your cheekbone is. And that's, in this area here, is where you're going to place your bronzer. I'm using the Pixie by Petra bronzer. So where my cheekbone begins, I'm just going to do small circular motions and blend it out with my hand. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but that creates a natural shadow where the cheekbones go in. Now we're moving on to the blush. This is my everyday blush that I use all the time. It's the Clinique blush in the color 101, and the name is Aglow. And I'm going to put that on the tops of my cheeks. And if you find that maybe you put it a little too low or a little too much, what you can do is take the same brush that you used for your foundation and just blend it out. There you go. Next, I'm going to be using this gorgeous highlighter from Becca, the company. And it's this gorgeous sort of peach champagne shimmer. And this is the color Opal. This sort of flat foundation brush. And lightly tap that onto the highlighter and place it on the top of the cheekbone. And then I'm going to take this brush, this big fluffy brush, and buff it into the skin. Can you see? I have this Sephora lip pencil. It doesn't have a name. It's just a really nice nude pinky color that I'm going to use to line and fill in my lips before I apply my lipstick, just to make it last longer. And then I'm going to take this Buxom lipstick that I mentioned in my previous video in the color Amsterdam and just color in my lips. This is the Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie lip gloss. It is stunning. It's like a moonstone sort of opal looking product in the tube. It does not look like that on the lips, but it's a nice gloss. It's creamy, it's not sticky. It smells really nice. It smells like mint, like peppermint. Lastly, I'm just going to grab a little bit of my Clinique translucent powder. Swirling my brush in the lid so that I don't pick up too much product. I don't necessarily need to super powder my face. And I'm just going to dust that on my T-zone where things would get a bit shiny. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. So, this is how my hair turned out. Nice beachy waves. Not what I was expecting, but I really like it. I think it turned out really nice. I just curled my little front pieces because they were too short to like go into the twist. And yeah, this is what it is. I love you guys. I hope you have a great day, and thanks for watching. Bye!